Yeah, starting the kite now. Oh, able to get that persist support as well, but in exchange you do get that first bomb here, but the pellet stun doesn't come through.
That wasn't really a brilliantly placed one. However, we did not get that white bomb on towards Jelly as well because of that knee-jerk reflex too. So that's really good news now for Wolves. However, this lands two at the same time. Jelly with flywheel. Can we flywheel? Since we flywheel too early, and that will be the hit that registers instantly as we finally get that red bomb on. However, we cannot forget you still do have your spin to use, and that's going to be a terror shock hit down on towards this embalmer.
His double surprise have always been not disappointing at all, as we see the embalmer forced to use his coffin here so that the Cypher Rush continues at the other side of the map.
We're missing one full Cypher machine here, unfortunately, as Jelly will now go down straight towards the corner.
Rescue as XMX coming for the rescue in.
But it's still okay though, we can still dash towards the chair. However, we're playing this very safely as we're staying inside white zone. That's really nicely done. We're going to be able to get a no damage rescue here instantly. At least there's no double down scenario here. XMX, yes, you will be taking a hit, but that's no problem now. You allow Embalmer to rotation out a little bit more, but also at the same time, the only big issue is we still do have Warp with Peter, realizing that so much time has already been bought. We don't really know where the other one is as we manage to warp over to kind of disrupt dash portal take, but it seems like we're going to be able to get over on time, but it's okay. This is Peter. Wait, this is a double down. No, this isn't double down. We're going to be able to get one more here finally, but there is still a 3 trapeze on our hands to use as 487 decides to rush the Cypher machine instead of decoding.
Wolf survivors to easily snowball over and potentially give that opportunity. Now we're seeing 487, this nasty kiter here. He won't be giving you any chance here as we see the first double surprise being placed.
But like, see that jump as well from the side of Peter. That's such a long jump here and a very fast catch up towards the Wolves 487 as well. But right now,
so this is gonna become another tricky situation as they're forced to open another 6 Cypher and 487. Double surprise!
in, it's just going to be one double surprise, 2 hits on towards Puppeteer, and it's going to be a very easy down. We still do have Warp as well for the teleport chains as XMX immediate next chase here as we manage to drop down that pallet, and of course in towards the shovel we go. But for Puppeteer right now, we're so far away and Priest is going to be after half rescued.
His push out of shovel mode and another white bomb. He will be downed here.
King, can we make it towards dungeon as Peter finally begins the final chase?
Yes, this is gonna be key for D-King here. 4 hits. 4 hits. Let's see, the first puppet unable to. Oh, he's able to use it. So now the white zone, and he will be getting the first hit there, and still able to kite it out as much as possible. D-King doing a great job now. Brave Paper is almost expiring.
Oh, but we're going to be able to use it here once again, but we can't vault over Anting just yet, but it seems like the child elimination progress will come true as well. But D-King, you need to be able to dodge this one. You need to be able to use your second little Lewis here as soon as we can, but we're staying in the red zone, and that's what Peter wanted. A guarantee formal elimination from the side of Peter, and finally, no more one escapes here. Finally, Wolves will go down as Peter will take game number 1.
Yeah.
And wanted order as Kazuneko here will become the first chase.
Ooh, alright, so this is gonna be pretty difficult, right? KZNK, especially with the kites and the mind games, my goodness, not even gonna give a simple free hit. You gotta put the cage to get a hit on me as we get the pellet stun onto Chong Ai 30 seconds into the match.
Look at that pallet stun. It was a 6-second pallet stun here, especially with the fact that we brought great power. And then we're going to be able to get straight towards the other side here immediately. And that's a final hit there on towards Kazuneko. But he's just standing still looking at your face as we already have our second page ready. Flywheel will be ready very soon. But Kazuneko is smiling under his cheeks right now as he does know you want to come and you want to break the cage down. That's no problem. Now, I'm the best pallet mind gamer. No problem. I took the hit. That's okay. I still have Flywheel. I still have another pallet here to play with. And I still do have great power as well.
And pallet him here as we look KZNK. Can he kite for another cage?
Ooh, we have Flywheel here to use. So Kazuneko, can we Flywheel here on time? Or maybe we did Flywheel a little bit early, but that's no problem at all. Okay, the next page will be ready just about on time. But that simply just means cage time will be over. And we've lost Kazuneko. We don't know where he is. 3 Cypher machines are just about to be done. And once again, he finally goes down. But look at the Cypher machines. Still more time before the chair goes after half.
Alright, so now able to get a free rescue like just you've predicted. This one playing this mind game with the hunter within the getting the first hit already. So this rescue is slightly early as not what Zeta Division would want, as a flywheel registered. Now the book's still not ready. There is nothing KZNK can do here. He'll be flying back to the mana. Now the late game is gonna be important here. Chong Ai someone needs to get a 4K.
Oh, we're going to be going up against our first officer with a pocket watch, which buys us just so much time. We can't get a hit here. We need to teleport out here immediately towards the other two on the other side. But that just simply means that we see Perfumer and Middle currently crouching. We want to go maybe look for someone else. Can we see Perfumer? We saw Perfumer here immediately, who has a perfume on her hands to use, but that's going to be an instant blink dead. But look, it's open. Hammond can get out. A one-man escape is all what we need, even if first officers on this side, it does not matter. We is over. Perfumer can still sit on this chair for a little bit longer. Puppeteer is going to be able to make his way into rescue. That's no problem at all. Shinami, you want to get away, but no, that's not a good cage. We're able to finally get a hit down, but look on the other side, that's going to be Hammer to free rescue here from our side, and we don't have enough resentment here on our hands to use. Yes, there isn't really anything left in our hands, but look, where is Perfumer? Perfumer went straight towards the other side. Okay, can we find Perfumer here at all, or are we just lost? It seems like Perfumer's right in front of our faces. We did manage to get the rescue there though, but once again, could still potentially heal that first officer, as now Perfumer will be getting the rebound containment as she will go down without flywheel. Here 20 seconds in towards the game.
Okay, and able to waste his bomb there, so now forcing Peter to get out of that shadow there as D-King successfully rotates towards the other side of the pallet. And no free hits.
Ooh, but that
will be up in about 10 seconds. Let's see if D-King is able to carry out another ball to work. We better use it now, as we see him still trying to play the mind game with the Hunter and able.
Peter was so close towards the mercenary right now. Can we hear him? We did manage to see him as well with that accessory. That's going to be one elbow pad here. Currently force two elbow pads currently on the way as well. And we can force a third one right on the rescue. So for XMX, so much pressure on our hands right now. We're going to be able to elbow pad in, but that wasn't such a long elbow pad because of the obstacles nearby. That's a final worthy hit. But XMX, you're just going to get chased because of that blink. But no, we're going to go for D-King here instead. Still having blink on our hands to use. And of course, Acrobat, finally, the final red ball will be on our hands.
Come on, D-King, as he uses it. But is this going to make a difference? No. Oh, he put it on the other side.
Location, you're just so far away here. We need to perform a double rescue, but that just means your Cypher machine is even slower. We have airbags to use, but even if you drop down the airbag, it doesn't matter too much for A7. We're going to be able to use that once again, and we're going to be able to block Ivy's location here, but it's just one elbow pad. Mercenary needs to go for the rescue. He uses it right now, but will he make it? Oh, he doesn't, as that blink will make it through. Mercenary, no items left on our hands to use. Blink has been used here as well for A7. You're missing 50% Cypher machines. That's a brilliant shallow dance back. One more airbag to use, but it doesn't matter. Peter will be able to slide across that, as now Mercenary, no items left. Prisoner, you need to go to machine. It's just bad news. We saw Mercenary's location right now. XMX, you're currently the one in danger. Peter, this is revenge from last year. XMX will be found here immediately. It's only an 8-second Mercenary as well, as we were going to play mind games here, but it doesn't matter. It's Peter we're talking about, as finally this Mercenary will go down. But this year it'll be a whole different story. It'll be a different storyline. Prisoner will be found here instantly. We will fly to use, but we don't have any dungeon nearby. We're going to be able to drop that pound down. Brilliantly done by Jelly, but it doesn't matter here anymore. We'll see a glimmer of hope. We're going to try play mind games here as much as possible. XMX staying on the ground and maybe want to go for that bleed out strategy, but doesn't matter much. A brilliant terror shock on the side of Peter.
If you dash over and whatsoever, he will be able to contain at least a 60 seconds. As you see Hamid dropping down now and still having the shield with him.
At the end of the day, so I just feel like this chase is so good from the side of Hawaii right now. Could get that Gardner down with an even blink time, or even without blink as well, as we do have Shadow Dance here to use. We're going to go over straight towards the other side, but that just might be too early from the side of Hawaii. I don't think that was a good idea there, as Gardner once again another knee-jerk reflex. No, not knee-jerk reflex, but another beautiful vault out, as the bubble will be charged up on time. Playing operating anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. That's going to be no hit just yet. We can still dash over. It's no problem at all, but the flywheel will not come out from the side of Hamitu. Half rescue as Mercenary. That's what I will have that wing to do here. We cannot get a drop down hit there just yet. That's a beautiful dodge from the side of Shinami. We're going to be able to get in here on time. That will be an instant rescue here, but if we want to double down that hit, I thought that hit the chair. That's okay, but Gardner will be able to go out. But see the Cypher machines here, we'll be able to get at least 3.5 Cypher machines done by the time that Hamitu goes down.
Alright, but we're just going for it. Let's see. It's probably... Oh, we're not going to use the Brit Bomb. Right, gonna use it now, so... Right, Chongwei will be out of the Shadow Front, but the hit still registers. But at least it's a free rescue, so they don't have to waste time killing each other. But KZ and K, in a sticky situation, hit still registers. Hamitu.
But it doesn't matter that much here as much. We do see the sticker here from the side of Kazuneko. We found him on time as well because of the bulk throws. But look at how much items we have here. 2 mud bombs. We do have also probably a snow bomb ready on hand to use. And of course, that's not the right jump, but it's okay. Kazuneko doesn't go over on time. We shadow danced back. Oh no, from the side of Hawaii. That's such a huge mistake. We could have got that instant and an instant blink down. But right now, so many players here for our sides to use. No shadow dance here left anymore. And this is such a great Kai from Kazuneko.
I love it. He mind game his mind game, even though it was a misstep. But KZ and K will be staying the down very soon, able to use that bubble to prolong a few more seconds. And let's again tank that one hit. Why? Changing to teleport here.
It's not too bad for this teleport. We're going to be able to get that instant hit there. W2 also going right now. No, not just yet. W2 still trying to play around here. We do have flywheel. But that's a Terror Shock down. And
Basement.
that's
Gonna be able to kite out now. 2 balls to work with Casey. Can he kite it out though?
Ooh, that's a brilliant firebomb there, just on time as well with that animation lock for us to be able to vault over that window. Once again, though, that's a Shadow Dance back. That's KZNK immediately down, but that 83 towards the other chair. Now then, we see where Mercenary is. We see the dungeon here currently be nearby. That's finally a hit, and that will be the instant pop right before we make it towards Shaq. But look at the scenario here. Mercenary already elbow padding out towards the safest area here possible. Having teleport here is not bad. Even if Acrobat decodes the gate, so it doesn't matter, as Magician will make it towards Moongate.
Nice to work with. So KZ and
Palette, beautifully done. Beautifully done for Kazuneko right now, but we know that we can't vault back in because of the Shadow Dance. We're going to have to break this pallet here ASAP. We don't have fast pallet breaking, but we do have a snowball here to slow down the pallet breaking for the initial next one. Now then, not Peter. Now then, Kazuneko. We need more time here to be bottom. Mercenary's almost full healed. We did get that down instantly, but look at Mercenary self-heal at 91% as we teleport over here instantly. That's Magician out, but we know where Mercenary is. That's still okay for now.
Sees him.
Nearby, and look, Acrobat finally got up on time as well, 57%. We've also an elbow out of here to use one good elbow patch. Shinami, he made it through. He's going to be the hero for this game. 20 so far away right now. We don't have Shadow Strike to use. No, yes, we do. But now the question is, can we get a body block? Can we get a flywheel? Can we get anything from here? No, we can't. But the other exit gate is open. Shinami did so much for this team, and he will be the MVP of Game 2. The other exit gate will be open on time, and that's a guaranteed tie game for Zeta Division. For him.
Yeah, I guess overall it does create an opening for Wolf Survivors to potentially come back from as he uses his first elbow pad. Nothing really happening there as a stun still registers onto him. Now Cyphers are being
He hasn't performed just well, but today he wants to be the hero. We finally managed to get that blue stun on. That elbow pad unfortunately was not able to do much. But now then the question is, we can't teleport over. We dodge it on time as well. That's a beautiful dodge. And in this case, can the warp come out on time? Or maybe we still want to get it stunned down. We do have an orb here to use. That's going to be a blue there, landed immediately. That's such tight mind games here to be playing around. But 10 seconds left until Miracle is ready. We're going to be able to get the hit down. It's our Mercenary to get straight towards the other side, moving to Coaster. But right now, taking that normal hit, giving a bottle, and of course trying to body block here up against the Hermit. But once again, we can't forget about the warp right now. We're going to have to double back here immediately. We're going to be able to get straight towards the other side, but now there is nothing on towards this Hermit just yet. We can maybe get a blue on time, but no, that's going to be a red on towards our Mercenary, but he will go down here instantly. That Dublin did not regenerate on time.
As Jelly. It will flywheel, but it didn't really matter that they can come up to the rescue behind.
But even with this now, no items left on our barmaid to use except for a speed up.
Go over and still unable to stun him in this location. Now he's just next to the speed here. Cyphers.
We know that 487 is currently on bridge. He is someone who's going to be playing this Novelist right now. Can he get a flywheel? No, he didn't. And the hit will register immediately towards all survivors.
To cut this out now, flywheel is available, and this switch as well as the sun.
To get towards the exit gate on time. We're going to be able to see the Cypher machine there being decoded, and now after taking this hit we can take the coaster, but can we get it up on time? We were too late. And with this we have a storybook for a changeover. Can we make a changeover here on time? We can't just yet because of that orb on the ground, and that's no hit. They just said that's brilliantly done, and that's a nice pallet stun. The other exit gate has not been opened just yet. That's so unfortunate there from the side of survivors, but we do see as well the jelly currently being nearby. We're going to try go for a long range pull, but we have to be careful of this orb. We missed it. That's good from the side of Jelly, but there's not much items so you can use anymore. You don't really have a cheerleader on your hands as well, and of course teleport is going to be ready on 4 seconds. The other exit currently at 59%. That's going to be a final stun. That's going to be the final straw, and that will be a final hit on towards the survivor side. That's a brilliantly done there, but we can't forget Warp is currently ready on the side of survivors.
Open the gate.
If we get any items on the other two, that's all what we need right now, but the gate isn't open. That's a hit down on Barmaid. No one can get out anymore. Miko Melody, what a brilliant endgame performance by him. Everyone currently injured. No one can get out. This is looking for a 4-man elimination.
Down to now. 47 was able to get the gate open, so this guarantees at least a 1 escape for Team Wolves in this dire situation that Miracle Melody plays them in.
Okay, we're relinking. Are we really going to link early game? We are going to link early game here as Kazuneko once again, game 3, another kite for Kazuneko. Can we hold it out here as we immediately start decoding? Well, we just touched the Cypher machine in order to give it 2% decoding speed boost, but now it's so hard to even catch up towards him on time as we missed that Miracle Orb.
Yeah, and this is KZNK's playground, by the way. We've seen him make amazing plays just in this first stop area. So, it's just how are you supposed to catch KZNK here as we see him miss completely on that blue orb.
But it seems like he's going to be able to jetpack away here on time. Another loop here for our aeroplaners. We can't forget that it's a teleport here as well, as we are seeing which Decipher machines are currently being decoded. But of course, you need to try force at least maybe one more jetpack off this Kazuneko, or else he'll just still have so much to use before you use that teleport. Once again, such a dire situation here for Tongwai, as we can't even land a single miracle on him just yet.
Yeah, and again, using the same exact trip for the second time. KZNK is having a fun time with the Hunter here, as we're having
Amateur right now, who is playing the anti-courier. Once again, the flywheel's right down on hands to use, but we didn't get the flywheel on time because we're spinning, but that's okay. Look, the Cypher machine 75 and 50% are already by the time it's the first hit. We may have opened our presence one, but I don't think it's going to be enough here, especially around these tall walls. And why you have to do a brilliant prediction for yourselves to actually get anti-time, and we did get a blue on anti-courier once again, but it doesn't matter if you can just start flipping over and cutting corners.
Alright, so Hamitu actually doing a great job, yeah, you mentioned. And now Hamitu does have a flywheel to work with. He's just gonna flywheel there, but it gives him the opportunity to not get that red up on him. So great stuff coming from Hamitu as of now.
But we're still playing such a long mind game here too. That one pad is just so much time bought. We're going to try maybe get this flywheel out as Hamitu is currently looking back. We tried to get rid of the Milkro Orbing, which you can definitely do it with your disarms. Now then, that's finding the second hit here on towards Anti-Korean, but she's still half health. We can still body block, but changing targets for Shinami, who is the Gravekeeper. We're going to start playing mid to end game right now, or even a potential teleport over Kazuneko. Can we catch him off guard? No, we can't, as we already saw. That's a prisoner's linkage there as well. Kazuneko is still having our hovers. Stu still having jetpacks as well. We want to try bait it out here as much as we can, but Kazuneko is so patient on his items here being used. We're finally going to be able to hover out here on time, and that's just so much distance. Once again, we're now back to square one.
We are back to square one, as if nothing even happened with that teleport. As we see KZNK in the same space, same spot, but not like, and this time around, able to get the blue orb and riding away.
It's okay though. Teleport is going to be ready in 7 seconds. We can still maybe map control here as much as possible, but still, little time left on the side of Tongwai to play anymore. Anti-Korean back to full health already. This is what Survivors just need to do in order to counter all dash. Kazuneko still on the run. Shinami also leaving his Cypher machine as well. Tongwai, there's not much time left.
KZNK is trying to hide it, but able to stand up now and getting that blue onto him. Now double stunned here. KZNK will be getting that hit. Now flywheel still is available. As we look into the ciphers, 2 of them are almost done.
But it doesn't matter here from the side of Zelda Division Survivors. They can just sell this aeroplaners, as he can take that coaster once again. There he goes. He's already gone out of this area. He wants to teleport over just on time as well. But it doesn't matter here as much even if he makes it over on time. We could give a Terror Shock still, but even with this Terror Shock down, look at the Cypher machine. 3 is done. Prisoner is also pushing 54 and 68% Cypher machines as our last 2. We still can't come for rescue as long as Gravekeeper here gets a red mark.
Yeah, we're playing crazy connections. We have connections from the Hermit and not connections from the Prisoner. And just overall, things are just looking like a 4-man endgame for Zeta Divisions. Chongai needs to get at least a 3k to prolong this to a BO4. Things are looking very, very dire for Chongai, as we see Shinami already making a way towards KZNK for this rescue.
This one Titan is going to be able to buy so much time here. It's why there's no time for you left anymore. This seems like a guaranteed win game here for Zelda Survivors Division. We want to try get after half rescue. We want to try go for a Terror Shock, but we couldn't get it here as all. Kazuneko no items left on our hands to use, but it's okay at all. We can still sell right afterwards as we finally get that red. We want the Prisoner to go down, but Prisoner can still change polarities if you want to, but no, that'll be the final hit on towards Prisoner, as he does have a connection here for someone else to finish off his Cypher machine, but realizing that there's not too much Cypher left now, it's Shinami down into the shovel we go, the safest place here possible. And of course, did not see Anti-Courier right behind us. Everyone is currently injured, but it doesn't matter if you can't get anyone down within the next 10 seconds.
I don't think he's gonna get anybody down in the next 10 seconds. So Shinami is just doing kiting at this point in time, and last 2 ciphers, they're almost done, but still on a standstill situation. Chongai, can he get the down now? He misses it.
Oh, that's so bad. We finally got
Yes,
that
it's-
hit out, but now we don't have teleport left in our hands to use as well. Last cipher at 95%. Hamatu rushing for a Hamatu. You can pop here. We can go for it right now. The last
Go
cipher, which
for
will
it.
be done on time. That's a final pop here from Hamatu, as we do have our disarm still left on our hands to use. 54 seconds until teleport is ready, but there's not much time. Hamatu finally getting that final hit down, but she won't go down just yet because 3 survivors will be body blocking for us. A survivor at a gate each. 40% XK opening time. This is going to be the end here for Wolves. Zeta Division has finally stood up for themselves. It's been 8 years, 5 championships for IJL. Last year we lost against GR, and this year we can finally lift out that trophy for IJL as a beautiful disarm for Hamatu.
Dungeon.
We want that dungeon drop, and we can
Force
definitely
escape.
get it too, but that's going to be a hit out for Hamatu, but it doesn't matter. We've won against Wolves, and finally let's congratulate Zeta Division for winning KOA 8 Grand Finals. Japan has finally done it. They are finally able to lift up that trophy and once again bring the glory home for the Japan League. This is a new era. This is a new dynasty. Let's all stand up for Zeta Division as Japan will finally take their win home.
Yes, all things must come to an end for this matchup here. Congratulations, Zeta Division, for making it thus far.
3 years. It's 3 years since the last time they've made it towards finals. They lost against Wolves, but this time they'll reclaim their glory for Japan. Finally, Japan has won. Finally, they've made it after so much sweat, after so much tears, after the retirement. Well, maybe not retirement, but after Alfalfa left, we got Peter, we got Mito Meldy. After the performance in IJL, not something that we wanted to see, not something that's on bar, but they finally be able to prove themselves here that they are the best team. They are the best team, as we see the tears here from Zeta Division. It's been so long, especially for Silk as well, who was in KOA 5, and now they'll finally be able to lift up that trophy for Japan.
Yeah, all those blood, sweat, and tears and training in all those championships, and finally, Chinese mainland has fallen with Japanese division finally having a step here, making a statement, coming into the grand finals of COA 8. Finally.
It's such an emotional moment as well. We finally got through the hurdle. The Great Wall of China has been walked by Zeta here as they're finally able to lift up the trophy here for Japan. Once again, they are Zeta, and they will prove to you why they are the best team in the world.